Hello all, welcome to another week, another wash hour. My name is Nicole and I started the 30-day hair detox by I Am Black Girl Curls in January 2021. So the purpose of my videos is to continue to document my progress with cleansing, conditioning, and styling my hair every week. No, raw oils or butters, and how it's contributing to the health of my hair as it's continuing as I grow out a new head of healthy hair, and really also just to provide inspiration and encouragement to those who are seeking simple, healthier hair care, consistent routine where you get consistent results with definition, with your shape, and with how your hair turns out every week, and also spending less time on doing hair every week, so that when it's wash hour, it really means in a couple of hours I've set my hair for the whole week and don't have to reset, refresh, retwist every night, but I can just sleep, tie up my hair at night, go to sleep on my satin pillowcase, wake up and fluff my hair out, and then go about my day until the next wash hour, whether I work out or not. So my hair has been lasting anywhere. 5 days is good, and when I work out pretty consistently during the week, and anywhere up to 8 days, also depending on the environmental factors like the humidity, the rain, all those types of things. So welcome if it's your first time here. Welcome back if it's your frequent watcher. And also thank you to those who have memberships, right? A special thank you to you all. And of course, we have our special things that we do over on the membership line. One of the benefits of memberships is you get early access, right, to the videos that I post. And I also don't currently enable the ads. So if you want like an ad-free watching experience, that's another perk of memberships. If you want to ask me more in-depth questions about my routine, about how I use certain products, about how the results that I'm getting in a more specific, this is general conversation, then hey, join me over on the membership line and we can talk about it, either YouTube memberships or on Patreon. So I'm going to cleanse my hair with shampoo, condition it with conditioner, add my base gel in the shower, and then I'm going to come back out here and add whatever topper gels I deem to be necessary for this week's activities, and then I will rake and smooth and talk to y'all and keep you posted. Another unique thing about my channel is I keep you posted on how my style lasts through the week, and why. And we chat a little bit about that. So if that's something you're interested in, if anything about this video sparked your interest, made you smile, made you think, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. I appreciate your effort in doing that. Hit the thumbs up, the like button for engagement. And if you're watching this on Instant Premiere, in the chat, super chat is a way that you can give me a tip, right? If you appreciate the content, in addition to memberships. And also, even if you don't hit the super chat, just say hey in the chat as you're watching this instant premiere, if I decide to do an instant premiere for this video, and say hey, and maybe put where you're watching from. Okay, so I'll see you when I get back from cleansing, conditioning, and detangling, applying my base gel. And while I'm gone, hit that subscribe button and say hey to me in the chat. Hey, y'all. So my hair is full of water and my base gel. Yeah. And if you want to know, like, on average, how many pumps I'm running low on that bottle. I needed some more UFD, so I went and got some at Target. But Target only has like the 12-ounce bottle, and you have to order from UFD's website to get the larger salon size bottle. So I have that coming in the mail. So I just did my best what I had as far as my UFD today. So I don't even know if I didn't count my pumps and stuff. So I don't even know. I just went about how my hair was feeling and tried to get as much product out of the bottle as possible. But it's so low in the bottle where you have to you squirt, you got to shake it down, squirt. So that's where I'm at with it. with it right now. That's how it's doing me, y'all. Do any of y'all follow Mame de Serwa? Reference my technique and how I know when I have enough product in my hair for me personally. But how I acquired that gauge, let me adjust this, was from just paying attention to how my hair looked when my stylist does it in the shop, and then mimicking that level of saturation at home. So when I used to think I was putting enough product on my hair, and I would be like, why doesn't my hair stand up like when Tieraney does it? Because I wasn't adding enough product. I don't know why I was afraid, but like a couple of more pumps of product later, and it was on that similar level. So because I had my my water, my hair had plenty of water and everything in it, but I was scared, I guess, to use too much gel, so I wasn't using enough. So keep that in mind as if you do have a tight curl specialist that you see, and my stylist actually puts me in front of the long mirror while I'm in the salon chair, so that I can watch her apply the product, rake and smooth, trim, cut my hair, so that I can see what she's doing, and that can also help me at home. So I appreciate all the help that the stylists are doing to help ourselves. And so doing that helps me, that if she is doing something, or I feel like it's doing a certain way, then I can just look up and like really pay attention to what she's doing at that moment, and then maybe even ask her a question like, okay, I do this, or what's the benefit of doing that, really briefly, right? Because I want her to be able to focus on what she's doing, and then she can explain it to me, and then I can have a better understanding going forward when I'm at home and trying to just remember and apply those things. You're dripping at home. So yes, take tips and inspiration from my videos, right? I want you to do that. But if you have the opportunity and the privilege, the time, have been able to partner with a tight curl specialist, then pay attention to, if you like her set, right, as a baseline, and then look at not so much of how much product she's using in like counting the pumps or the amount in her hair, but pay attention to like how does your hair look when it's saturated and things like that, so that you can try to imitate that when you're doing your hair at home, would be my advice. So yep. Now in the shampoo bowl, I mainly just like to enjoy getting my hair shampooed, but sometimes I do have a question because she goes so fast and I can feel how slick she's going through my hair. So I'm like, are you applying the shampoo, the conditioner, the gel? I can't tell, you're so good. And so I might ask her that, and then if she has any extra, look for my comb, any extra pointers that she cares to share, then she can do it at that point while she's doing the thing, right? Because it's fresh on her mind. Ask her about things about shampooing while she's shampooing my hair. Ask her about my haircut while she's cutting my hair, so she's already her mind's already leaning towards that frame of mind when I'm asking her said questions. And I'm going for a little bit of a deeper part this week. Sunday is our first Sunday back at the hall, so I'm trying to give it my all, y'all. I got all the toppings today. Got the base gel, got the innocence, got the mop top, got the papyrus slip. Okay, we're giving our best. Okay. Because I have the time to do it, right? And go center in the dryer. I'll put the top back on this. Alright. And as my hair has become more hydrated, I am more comfortable seeing how now with my application and technique, I couldn't have done this before. A year ago, it would have been a hot matted mess, but more comfortable with raking and smoothing my hair in larger sections and then letting it naturally dissipate, you know, separating it into smaller curls, you know, as the week goes on day 2, you know, on day 3. And still getting great results with my set. So I'm gonna rake it smooth and I'll come back when I'm up here. And as I'm raking and smoothing for y'all up front, if you're on the instant premiere, ask me questions, you know, about technique and maybe application, because I do want to stress products are important, right? But I've used this illustration before that if I gave you a bunch of ingredients on how to make a certain kind of cake with no instructions, and how good do you think that cake would turn out? Especially if you're like, oh my goodness, amaretto pound cake is my thing. Nicole, you make this great amaretto pound cake. I want to make it. What do you use? And let's say I tell you all the ingredients I use, but I don't tell you quantities. I don't tell you the order in which to add the ingredients in, right? Because, you know, if you don't know, you gotta cream the butter and sugar together. I'm just gonna tell you this about cake. And I'm probably gonna do a video about my like basic pound cake recipe, and then y'all can let me know if you've tried it, because I do want to put more, you know, a little bit of all of my interests: sewing, baking, cooking, etc. But just gotta make the time. Saying that to say, cream your butter and sugar. It needs to look a certain way when it's properly creamed, right? Knowing that. Then you add your eggs. One at a time. You can't just add, you don't just add them all in, you mix them in one at a time. Your 5 or 6 eggs. All right, one at a time, gotta have some patience. Then after that, you should have already mixed together your flour, your salt, and your baking powder together. Mix it all together. I don't sift my flour, it's not necessary. Then over here, I usually take my milk that you add and I put my vanilla flavoring in, or whatever flavoring I'm using, almond, lemon, in the milk, right? So when we mix in the milk, it can go throughout the cake. That's how I like to do it. Then when you're adding your flour and your milk, you don't just dump in the flour and dump in the milk. You start with the flour and end with the flour. So you add the flour, then you add like half the milk, then you add some more flour, then you add the rest of the milk, then you end with flour. Mix all that in, you know, scrape it out, then you bake it. Then the temperature at which you bake it makes a big difference in how fast it cooks and how easy it is going to be for you to get it out of the pan, y'all. So you get what I'm saying? Where it's not just, you know, the flour, eggs, the butter stuff, but the technique, the application, that's more important to get your baked good or what have you to turn out excellent. That's the important thing. Like when you got this nice older sister and she makes this excellent peach cobbler or this excellent pie, she can give me the recipe. I want her to call me on the phone and talk me through how she makes it and let me write it down how I understand it, because that's part of the process too when you're making and baking something. So it's similar with the hair, right? It's more than just the ingredients, it's the technique, you know, the baking temperature, the type of pan you use, you know, all those types of things. So get the full experience with your hair and don't just think, even if you get all these top quality products, you're wasting your money if you don't know how to use them. So please, yeah, try to put the effort into learning how to use them, and don't be afraid to ask questions about like how to use it, especially to professionals. Yeah. All right. So I'm done with that monologue for today. We're raking smooth. I'll come back when I'm up here. Hey, I want to know if y'all do wash and goes where you rake and smooth. I want to know if you've ever timed yourself, and have you timed yourself recently, and if you have, about how long does it take you to get through your hair breaking and smoothing. And I will tell y'all something I noticed today, and I have noticed it before as it's a caution, but just like something for you to be aware of, but it's not bad. It's just what happens is, even with proper layering, when I do use a little bit of the mop top on my hair, I do notice that it's not as easy to get through with my fingers, not as slippery as when I don't use it. So I have to use this more to get my hair to feel like I want it to feel, to have the smoothness and the alignment that I would like it to have. So if you're finding that it is just a slight difference, but when you get to know your hair, how it feels, you know, you can tell. And so that's what I'm noticing happening, just in the way the hairs come together. Drop my brush. Don't be like me, y'all. All right. And if laying your edges is your thing, take the opportunity to pre-set them in place now. So when they dry, they'll be nice and set in place and just even more better good. And if any of you are just starting your hair journey, this simpler hair journey or not, and you are worried about your roots laying down during this process, one, you know, doing this helps, but I learned from a video that at Earnestly Natural on Instagram had put out. She was doing one of her instructional things where she teaches people how to do their hair, like the hands-on, and she said to be sure when you're conditioning to work the conditioner all the way up to the roots to help smooth that cuticle down. Comb that out. And then it makes it, if you do that consistently, right, and then it'll just lay down more and more. I'm also mindful too when using the Moptop, like if I just had UFD or if I just had anything but Moptop on my hair, leaving like a couple of up front, especially foamier sections, that is sure, the way it dries is surely it's gonna show. So just be sure when you're smoothing that you really smooth that product in on the outer, the part, you know, you can see, because that can cause some flaking as well. And Moptop isn't something I use every week. Good job. Yeah. Ooh, it's getting thick up in there. We're gonna split this into 2 sections there. All right, yeah. It let me know, like, no, we're not doing that. So listen to your hair. I'm just trying to tell you stuff. She was like, this is the point where we split it into 2, because I was trying to separate it. It was like, no. Okay. I mean, I could have kept going, and then that's when I would get tangles. That's when I would get knots unnecessarily, and maybe have a big wet mess of hair on my head. Oh yeah, so like I was saying earlier, if you put, you know, how long it takes you to rake and smooth your hair, I'm at about, like, my fastest time that I have recorded is about 21 minutes. So it could take me, you know, let's say it takes 20 minutes to, you know, shampoo, condition, detangle, and apply my base gel. And then if I come out here, so in less than 45 minutes, I could have cleansed, conditioned, styled my hair, and be under the dryer to dry it for however long I have to dry it. So altogether, that's still less than 2 hours. If I do, if I do an hour under the dryer, then that's an hour and 45 minutes that it could take me to be done with my hair out the door. So even if I had to be somewhere, let's say the night before, I was lazy, didn't want to sit at night in a night set, and I woke up in the morning, I could get up at, you know, 5 o'clock in the morning and set my hair. Even if I only was able to sit in the dryer for 30 minutes, it could just, you know, air dry as I go about my day, and I could still be brand new set on my hair. Burning and burning. So be very careful when these little bubbles pop up to, like, really try to smooth them in. You're being weird, this little section. It's okay. Alright, let's try it again. Oh, almost perfect. One more again. There you go. putting this product back on here right, I'm really making sure I'm careful to not just lay it on there, but really try to smooth it in, because it'll show up after I dry it. Smooth that in. Alright. We did it! Yay! Another week, another successful. Because you know, this the part right here. Now we just gotta make it under the dryer. I set up the dryer so I don't have to bend my head down to move a chair in place and stuff. So here we go. Okay, under the dryer, high heat for 1 hour. I should put on a t-shirt. Y'all know that's the deal. And lately I haven't been going back in and diffusing it. Go about the rest of my day, let it air dry and what have you, and then at the end of the day, if it's still damp at the roots, I'll just pop them back under my hooded hair dryer for like 10 more minutes, and that usually sets me good enough to go to bed comfortably, right, without feeling like my hair is wet, and wake up the next day with a successful set. So I will see you either after I get out from under the dryer or on day 2. Okay? Hey y'all. I remembered to pop back in after coming out from under the dryer. So as you can see, like there's some glisten from the mop top, right? But it's not like flaking. So smooth, take care, smooth it in, show you all the way around. Some movement, and that's okay. We don't need movement. This is still damp, you see. But I'm gonna go about the rest of my day. I got a good 6 hours until bedtime, and I expect it'll still be damp at the roots then, and I'm just gonna get it under the hooded hair dryer 10 minutes, if I need to 15 minutes, and that's been doing the job that I need. Sorry, I'm still do like that if you need your hair to see it. Now it has a little more volume over there. But that's been doing the job for getting my hair dry enough, and then sleeping in the hair buff, and then putting the headscarf, the satin headscarf on top of that, and I sleep on a satin pillowcase most nights. Okay, so I also came back, so I wanted to show you my sweater, because as of now it's like ending. It's spring, but it's still popping back between like cold. So today was a little bit of a cooler day. So I took the opportunity to wear one of my sweaters again, because, you know, when the weather changed, you can't wear your cute sweaters every day that I got like I want to. So I'm taking the opportunity to, you know, one last sweater. All right, so I will definitely see y'all on day 2 hair. And yeah, have a great day. Hey, it's day 2 hair. Before I forget, my lipstick is Patina from Stila Cosmetics. I like it because it's a nice like dusty rose color. Alright, so what's going on in here. I did, as I mentioned last night after I got home from my day, my roots were still pretty damp at places, so I sat back under the dryer for 10 minutes under the hooded hair dryer, and then tied my hair up with my hair buff and my silk scarf. I have an Amazon store now, so that's what the link in my bio now is. Instead of a bunch of different links, then now I have an Amazon storefront where you can shop all of my favorite things, especially with my hair routine wash and go products in my Amazon store. So go. I'm still figuring out how it works, but I think you can favorite it, right? And then of course purchase the things that are in the, I'm sorry, that's looking kind of, that right there. Yeah, see how it's looking kind of weird. Purchase the things in the shop. I hope you get distracted by your curls, right? So y'all, another thing, right? So yesterday when I was applying the UFD to my hair, because you know the way I apply it, I like that, I realized that I got like a little ponytail situation going on. So now I have on my mind to do a sleek ponytail with foam. But of course, for it to look the way I want to add hair. So I gotta figure out like what kind of hair I want to add. My hair is usually like a number 6 at the beauty supply store, in case you were wondering. But I usually don't just like it to be one color. I like it to be like a 4/30, because when you blend those together and put it on, it kind of gives you some more dimension, and then it matches my hair fairly closely. So stay tuned, because I'm going to see about doing a sleek ponytail video. Hit up the beauty supply store. All right, so that's day 2. I'll see you on day 3. Have a productive day. Hey y'all, welcome to day 3 here, right? I tell you, when I took my hair out of the hair buff and the scarf this morning and started to fluff it, it felt like it was like so frizzy on this side. And then I looked in the mirror and it felt amazing. I think it's just the difference in how Moptop, not just the finish, but makes my hair feel. Like I mentioned, even when I was applying it, that it's like stickier. To me, it's like spritzy. So my fingers don't glide through it as smoothly as when I don't use it. You know, I just basically use the detangler brush all throughout my hair. So I'm gonna attribute that feeling and me being like, oh no, my hair did the whole frizzy matte thing. But it's fine, which is great, because today for me is my first day back at the hall in 2 years since it's panoramic. So I'm excited. You like my shirt? You like my earrings? Okay, here's my skirt. Okay, I'm trying to get a full body picture if hubby has time. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. And the hair is hairing. This is what it looks like on the inside. So that is some frizz, but I like that it's giving me volume and definition and shape. So do some of that. And then the front, like I've learned, if I'm like, earlier it was more like, I guess I'm now, if it's looking like that, just give it some of this, just some of that, and then kind of, it's different, right? So much better. Yay, hair. My lipstick is one of the ones from ColourPop, is the lacquer. This one, called It's On Me, right? So it's kind of sheer, but it has a good pigment to it, so it's not quite a gloss. That's why it's a lacquer. It's not quite a gloss, it's not quite a lipstick. It's like in between, so it gives you a nice, good, semi-sheer coverage. So I like that about it. So yeah, that's me today. Excitement sauce, and I don't know, this set could last a couple more days until I reset it. And I really want to give, did I tell y'all that when I was pulling my hair back to wash it, to add the UFD, that I noticed I have a ponytail? So yeah, the next style might be a sleek ponytail or a roller set. I'm in that kind of mood. Both of them are foam styles, by the way. Let me know in the comments if you are on this 30-day hair detox, you know, simple hair care journey, and if you have tried a rod set or a sleek ponytail. I know there's a lot. It's like a homework assignment. So tell me, have you tried it? And how did it turn out? You know, like how many days did it last? Because that's what I'm interested to see, like especially with both styles. The longevity of the style is always my thing. Is it gonna last a good 5 days? Because that's the expectation I've come to have with my hair now. It used to wouldn't last 5 hours, but now that we know I'm better and we're doing better, now I got higher expectations. I'm like, if you ain't lasting 5 days, then I don't want to deal with you. All right, y'all, thanks for hanging with me for these few minutes, and I will see you on day 4. Hey y'all, welcome to day 5 here. Let me apologize in advance because I forgot to record yesterday. I was recovering from the weekend. I was doing work, like sewing work, working on a skirt order. I did all these things with this like nagging feeling that I was forgetting something. When I was getting ready for bed, like put my hair buff on and stuff to go to sleep, was when I realized, oh, you didn't record today. It was too late. It was too late. But here we are, day 5 here. Frizz, functional frizz, shapely frizz, and volume. We like volume. I'm just trying to And frizz that is when I, pull it out, it stays out. It's not like drawn back to my head. So that's, I think by tomorrow though, that'll be it on this, because you see it's pretty thoroughly frizzed, right? Which is fine. That's the water evaporating out of my hair. And I'm gonna put some more water in it tomorrow for another in-person meeting. And I want to set my hair. Okay, I don't have hair. Y'all, I got some bamboo ginseng, so I'm gonna be using it for the first time for the next wash hour. Yeah, and I want my hair to be set. My sister's getting baptized this weekend, so I'm excited about that. So we're gonna be taking lots of pictures, so make sure my hair is like picture ready. All right, so that's day 5 hair. I will definitely see you on day 6 hair, and tomorrow should be the day when I reset my hair. But yeah, this last haircut was like a corner turn. It's like I reached a new achievement level, because just the way the shape is shaping, that even when it frizzes out and the way it's filled in, like I'm excited. I'm excited to see where does she go from here, because we still have some growth up here, but my base is grown in. So I wonder, I don't know, I'm not a hairstylist, if once your base grows in, can you still grow your base down before all this grows out, or should we wait for all this to grow out, and mainly like this, right, more, before we bring like the haircut down a little more? So I'm gonna ask her about that. Even if it's like, I've been looking at pictures and I've seen some pictures, this people's this is more this, but we'll have to see. I have to see, do I have enough length to, I want an angle, but to make it more like that than like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I will definitely see you on day 6. I wish y'all could see my skirt. I really like it. I'm gonna have hubby take a picture of me in it, so y'all can see the coordination of it all. It's African print and it's a pencil skirt. Yeah, so I'm excited about that too. Even though it's dreary outside, like inside it's going good today. I will see you on day 6. We made it to day 6 on this set. She is quite frizzy. She's still damp from my workout this morning, and you can see that we have just a little bit of flaking. This is the mop top, y'all. Yeah, as you go through there, but it's very minute. Like when I first started using it, it was a lot worse. So this is for day 6, and for my hair to be completely frizzed out and dehydrated, asking for more water, this is fine. I've also noticed with this set, you see these short pieces here. Y'all, this isn't breakage. This is healthy edges growing in right here. So I thought that was pretty cool. Pretty cool discovery. So this is what you see when you see them like tight curl up, but they're getting longer. See that? See? So yeah, they're my edges. They're just not so much, baby hair edges anymore, but baby hair. I'm a grown up, but and they're growing in healthier as well. So yay for this part around here. Yep, still doing some things. So thanks for watching, subscribing, liking. Thank you for my new members, and I look forward to seeing you on the next wash hour. Give you something to look forward to, where I will be trying this for the first time, the bamboo ginseng curling glaze from Trepador. And in my next video, I will talk more about the difference between this product and the papaya slip, right? Because they can be used for similar functions, but they have different qualities to them. So I will discuss that in the next video. So I'll see you then. And thank you so much for watching. See you in a little while.